It's Christmas Day 2012 and we're having a lovely time, and this is a public video to anyone or everyone out there who's in the same situation as me. First of all, for the people who know me really well, and I mean personally, on a personal level, will know exactly what I have gone through, and Yvette, and what we're going through. And then the people who sort of know me maybe are wondering what I've gone through. Well, I don't really want to say, but it is to do with not seeing my children. There are 3 of them, and I'm not going to name them, but again, for the people who need to know, or the people who know, that's fine. For the people who are out there who don't know, then well. So this video is 2 things. Firstly, to my 3 kids who I can't see today. I want to say I can't see. 2 of them I did have the opportunity to go and see them and give them their presents, but I refused because I was approached by this chap who gave me the opportunity of seeing them, and he wasn't very nice and a little bit abusive, and I thought it best not to, because I could just picture there being problems, not from me, but you know, Christmas is a nice day and you don't want to be in a position where the children maybe see problems, and I could imagine a certain person that I used to know just trying to start a problem, so it's best for that problem not even to start. That's why to my 2 youngest kids, I didn't see you on Christmas, or it's Christmas Day now, so Christmas Day hasn't finished yet. You never know, you might walk up to the front door, who knows. To my oldest daughter, I love you, and what I've found with you is that every single time we seem to get really close, your mum seems to pull us apart, and I want you, if you ever watch this video, to look back at what actually happened, and maybe you'll start to put the pieces together and realise, well, yeah, we got close, and then all of a sudden we got pulled apart. Something I would like to say at this point now, publicly, is there's a very good friend of my mum. I'll just call her Sylvia from Borth, and she met my oldest daughter's grandmother, I believe in Newtown or Aberystwyth or something like that. This is many years ago, when my oldest daughter was about 2 or 3, I think, or perhaps even younger. And her precise words to this lady called Sylvia were, "We're going to make sure he never sees her." So, there's your answer. To my other 2 kids, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And I'm always here for you. And something that I've always said, which is very true, and everyone around me knows it's true: I've never lied to you, and I never will lie to you. And even though I believe now, my son, what you told me the once about Yvette, let's just say that while I was married to your mum, I never ever did anything against that marriage. When I stood there in church and I stood there in front of God, I did it for life. I did it for a reason and for a purpose, because I did it for life, and I did not do anything against that marriage while we were together. And there are 3 things that will always come out: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And one day you will find out the truth, and when you do, you must forgive and forget, as I do forgive. And as I said, this video is in 2 parts. The second part is for anyone out there who maybe is keeping their kids away from a parent. Of course, there are different reasons why parents should keep kids away from parents. But if your reasons are just through ignorance or malicious actions or just spite, then please consider the children, because they're very innocent, they have done nothing wrong, and deep down inside they want to see that other parent. Of course, there are many circumstances. The other parent could have been physically violent, etc. Therefore, there are probably good reasons to keep the children away from the parent. But if that parent isn't, and you're keeping away the children just through spite and through ignorance, then find it in your heart to forgive, and find it in your heart to not think about yourself but think about the children, because they are the most important people. So yeah, happy Christmas. And to anyone out there who's going through what I'm going through, there is hope, and the hope lies from within. You can get anything you want from within. You've just got to find it. And be strong. Be very, very strong. You have to be strong for yourself, because if you're not, then eventually when, after a year or 2 years, if you do end up cracking up or becoming an alcoholic or a druggie or something like that, your children will look at you and possibly they'll think, oh dear, this is what has happened, poor you. But it's better for them to think, wow, my mum or my dad was strong. They were strong and they stayed strong. If you can stay strong, then your kids will benefit as well, because then they will gain strength from your strength, because they will realise that through adversity and through hard times, their parent got through it. So that's what I say to you, get through it. You can get through it. It's hard, it's tough if you can't see your children, especially around birthdays and Christmas. It's really difficult, but you can do it. Alright, thank you, practice and enjoy.